All right, guys. So, like I said earlier, just gonna live stream just to hang out. We can chill, chat, do whatever. I got some stuff I might work on here. Figure I'd just hang out with you guys for a little while. So, we'll get some people to get on here. And we'll get started. Hey, guys, what's up? Yep, just gonna chill out, hang out, have just a little chill, Q&A, whatever. Maybe work on some elevator stuff. Got starting to get down to only a few things left to work on, by the way. Got a couple Schindler R Series buttons, got a ThyssenKrupp, and I got another Pain button to work on, but we may or may not work on those tonight. But we'll see how it goes. So just gonna move these buttons back to the floor. But yeah, that's actually there are a couple more buttons I want to bring over to the pending wiring thing here. So yeah, let me get the Andrew's other elevator buttons that we need to wire, which are it's this one. Elevator. My elevator shelf's a little messy right now. And this boy right here. This guy. This ooh, I forgot how big this thing is. Ugh. And this one. Yeah, got a bunch of crap kind of laying around on my shelf, but oh well. Yeah, got two more buttons, so we're getting close to being finished with wiring the stuff that Andrew has left with me from last time. The R series buttons are all basically the same. And this button's going to be probably going to need a custom piece from the 3D printer. This thing here, I'd like to get connectors for it, but if not, oh well. I think that's it of all his stuff. Yeah, that's like the Andrew pile right there. It's starting to get down, and we'll get more later. I got some batteries. I need to clean up this the workshop here. It's a little messy, but I am gonna working on this key switch for Justin. He broke it. He took it apart trying to figure out how it works, and it fell apart, and he just could not be bothered to fix it because it is a pain to put back together. I was like, send it to me, I'll fix it for you. So we're gonna pre-wire it for him, so when he hooks it up to his button, it's ready to go. So got to put these old vintage wires in the wire bin here. And more wires and stuff. This is another project I'm working on. There's the button. Dremel stuff. More chemicals and cleaning supplies. I just got all sorts of crap. Just trying to tidy up a little bit here. Put the Dremel away in a bit. Got the Dremel box out. All right, so we're going to finish up this little key switch here. So this is, this thing here is what's behind your key switch on an elevator. And pretty much you have the actual key part on front, and it turns this little thing here, which, let me get a wrench, something to turn it. So it turns this little thing, like this, and it makes different contacts back here. So that's how those work. So every time you turn a key switch, at least on newer elevators, it turns one of these little things. So what Justin did is he was trying to figure out what the contacts were in here, took it apart, it exploded into a ton of little pieces, and he was just like, screw it. So I said, I'll put it back together. So, but yeah, that's what you see on the key switch. So what I'm going to do is, since I kind of custom wired this thing for him, I'm going to hook it all up so he can, all he has to do is when he gets it back is just hook it up to his button. And it should be a pretty simple job. Get some wire here out of the wire bin. And then maybe we can do a little elevator workshop tour when we're done here. So let's see, we want to wire about, give him a nice amount of space. That cutter sucks. Let me get the not terrible cutters. These are the not terrible cutters. There we go. And then plans for Easter. Just gonna hang out with the family tomorrow. That's pretty much it. Other than that, that's pretty much all I'm doing. Probably gonna work on some YouTube videos tomorrow. Like I said, if at the end of the premiere today, if you were on, I'm probably going to be doing some bonus videos for the next week or so. So the plan is I have a few extra videos that I need to get up. And so next week I was thinking do second uploads throughout the week. So next Diesel Lucy Home Services video will be a while. I'm glad you mentioned that because I completely forgot that video even existed. Being completely honest, I totally forgot. So thanks for reminding me. I'll have to actually edit it. But the plan right now is to get the blooper video up next Saturday. So I'm going to shoot for that. So for those of you who are wanting to, those of you wanting about the blooper video, hopefully next Saturday is the plan. And like I said, throughout this week, I have a couple extra videos. One, which is including a vintage train ride at the Missouri Transportation Museum. I did a video about that. That'll be one video. There'll be a few flight videos. So if you guys watched the premiere today, 2 of those flights are going to go up this week. I did like more unedited copies for those of you who just wanted to watch the flight. So that is better. That's coming up. Have a few elevator videos I want to get out. So those will be going out hopefully this week as well. So just trying to catch up on a few videos that I need to get out. So if you guys don't mind, I'll be uploading a couple times for this week. Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. For those of you who tuned in to the trip report, if you haven't watched it yet, if you'll be sure to check it out. I'm not really reading the chat. I'm trying to find a wire. Paul, I never said we'll never see you again. I mean, well, I never said we're never going to see you again. I'm just saying this big trip you want to do, I don't think would work. Because, I mean, I just don't think something like that would work out. I'm not saying we'll never see you again. Because we will see you again sometime. It's just that big trip that you want to do. I don't know if that would work very well. Mainly because, one, we're pretty busy. And, I mean, we all have lives, you know. I mean, we all have stuff we have to do. And especially Jacob with work. He's never even around when Andrew and I are in town. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, we'll see you again sometime, Paul. Don't think that we're never going to see you again. But yeah, elevators at Dillard's, Crestwood, I believe, are Old Dover with armor. Andrew knows. He used to ride it. Styx Baron Fuller. I think it had the old squared armor buttons. What was I even doing here? Oh yeah, we got a wire. Just trying to find my screwdriver. Let me see what else we got here. But yeah. Jacob works at wait. Where does Jacob work? Don't say his place he works. So you just asked where Jacob works and then said not to say where he works. So what are you trying to get? Oh, why is the screw so tight? Oh, there we go. Yeah, if you play bingo, you'll probably lose. Old Macy's? I don't know what Old Macy's was. Probably Montgomery, maybe? I don't remember. I never actually got to see the Macy's. Yeah, Jacob works at IKEA. But yeah, I don't know what was at the Old Macy's. I know the Sears had a Montgomery A series, which kind of sucks. I wish I could have gone in there and filmed it, but when I did go in there, I was a lot younger, and so I didn't really get a good video of the elevator. So let me open this up a little bit more. I don't want to open it up too much. The screw will come out, and then we've got ourselves a whole new problem. How do you figure out what elevators at the parking garage? Well, I mean, you can figure it out by the type of buttons. Maybe if there's a logo. I mean, if it was innovation, it could have been a mod. It really depends on a few things. Elevators in Chicago, Paul, I mean, their elevators are everywhere in Chicago. I mean, you can literally walk down Michigan Avenue, and all the stores pretty much have an elevator. That'd keep you busy for a while. I mean, there's elevators everywhere in Chicago. All right, so that's that. And now we just need to hook these up. I think. Let me think about how this is laid out. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a lot of Mitsubishis up there. But yeah. That's cool. All right. I'm trying to think of how I was going to wire this thing, because I don't remember now. I don't remember what I was going to do with this thing. Oh, yeah. So I need to connect a wire here. The wire needs to come out here and here. And then we need to connect these over here, I believe. Yeah. All right, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, but all right, let's get started with that. We are currently rewiring a key switch here. That's what we're doing. So there's one. And let's get another wire that's similar length. So about there. Get the not terrible cutters. I'll see Andrew this May. We're going to be going on a trip again to do some stuff. But yeah, that'll be fun. All right, that wire is a little bit longer, but oh well, it is what it is. So we need one wire. There we go. So one wire needs to go on this side and then bring it over to the other. There we go. So that's hooked up here, which needs to go around to the other side. So like I said, we're wiring a key switch right now. So key switches are a little different. They are, you have to kind of know what... The trip was good. If you saw the trip report, that was pretty much the whole trip. I mean, obviously one thing with the trip reports, there are, I don't film like every single thing, but I try to film, at least the highlights of what we do. I at least say where we're going, what we're doing, stuff like that. Obviously I don't want to film every single moment, but I film as much as I can, of course. All right, this is going to be a pain now, isn't it, right here, putting this in. But, yeah, you know what? If I ever do Amtrak again, because, I mean, typically when I ride Amtrak, I'm going to see family. So, I mean, if I did do a trip report, it would be more of like a review style. Kind of like, I guess, what more people do with trip reports. I guess I do more of like my own thing, which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I mean, if I ride Amtrak again, I could for sure do that. I mean, that would be a lot of fun, I think. I have ridden Amtrak before, and it's been very, I mean, obviously where I go on Amtrak, it's pretty boring view, but I mean, Amtrak's, I've enjoyed it. The few times I've ridden it probably 4 or 5 times now, something like that. I don't remember how many. I've lost track. I do when I go to Chicago. When I go to see family, I ride the Amtrak because it's cheaper. It's cheaper than driving. Well, I mean, when I stay up there, I'd just rather not have a car to deal with. But yeah, I do like Amtrak. Yeah, I mean, for me, when I do trip reports, I mean, I'm more of the one to share the journey instead of do a review, more like. I mean, sure, I mean, I'll implement kind of like a review within, But I mean, I think people enjoy just more of like a vlog kind of. I mean, it's not really a vlog. I don't want to say it's a vlog because that's just kind of dumb. But I mean, in a way it is, because flying to Chicago is expensive. It's cheaper for me to Amtrak. But you know, a vlog isn't really what I do. So yeah. Amtrak's not bad. Amtrak's not, at least the route I go on isn't that bad. I go on either Lincoln Express or Texas Eagle, whichever one I get from St. Louis to Chicago. It's one of those two. The thing is I haven't looked. I mean, if flying for some reason is cheaper, I'll do it. But I think Amtrak is just easier for what I'm doing because, you know, you don't have to go through security. You don't have to get there really early. Amtrak, you just kind of show up and go, if that makes sense, because there's not like security or anything. So, and I mean, just going to Chicago is not really that bad. And there we go. It's all wired. But yeah, just going to Chicago. Yeah, I just take Amtrak because I mean they were running a promotion where students could get like a really discounted rate going through the Midwest. So that I was able to get like round trips for like $40. It was really cheap. Like I was able to get really cheap tickets when they were. I don't know if they're still running that, which I hope they do. If I end up going again, I hope they're still running that promotion because that is really a good deal. It was like $40 round trip. It was really cheap. I really liked that. Hey Andrew, what's up? How is your Bojangles? Because I know that's where you're going. Your Bojangles, right? Isn't that where you were? How was your Bojangles? What is for? I'm talking about Amtrak fares. That when I would go to Chicago, Amtrak was running a promotion where students could travel in the Midwest for really cheap. And when I went to Chicago a couple years ago, that's what I used, and it was really a good deal. I don't know if they're still running that or not. But how will this close? I'm trying to put my Dremel away, but it won't close. What? Oh, freaking you and your Andrew. Oh, I'm sure it'll come out the same as it always does. Loud and Andrew, basically. Yeah, basically Andrew's antics. But yeah, key switch is wired. Cool. I'm gonna try to clean up this mess. He sounds like a chicken. Andrew is a chicken. What are you talking about? All right, let's see here. I have all this crap laying on here. This is from when I was working on a project for an elevator button, and I had to cut some pieces, and there's the remains of it. And you can see like all the rust. Like the table is brown. Like if you guys saw my US elevator video, this table is brown because of that video. And I'm really kind of mad about that, but I don't really care. Just trying to get all the crap into the bin here. All right. Yeah, there's too much crap in there. All right, we're going to organize the crap. That's what we're going to do. We're going to organize the... Yeah. This is my least organized... Like, this is the least organized thing I have. I mean, it's mainly just a wire bin and elevator part bin. We've got... Oh, I don't need this anymore. That's an empty bag. Got Kone button parts here. We've got extra armor this is a extra Houghton button with the custom restored arrow. Another button. I have a bunch of extra bases. They're all broken though. Andrew, remember this? The broken lamp socket. Random lantern piece. Ooh, battery pack. Just going through the parts here, seeing what we have. I don't remember where I got this from. Oh, this came off of like a thermostat. Thermostat buttons. I don't remember what. Oh, this came off the Houghton L series, the one without the plate. Let's see. We've got an Adams chime with this weird thing on it. What the world? There we go. Yep, Adams chime. What is it? So if you want to use DC, you have to use 120 volts. Or, that's a weird chime. Housing for, oh, you know what's funny? This is actually this is what these switches are supposed to go on, but I put it on that instead. I don't remember what this is from. We're just going through the parts bin and seeing there's a pencil. There's a sparkly pencil in here. Why is there sparkle? Where did I even get this? I'm gonna put this back in the, I feel like this eraser's dry rotted. Put this in here. Cheap shelves. Oh, did that get damaged? That's a wire for the Electrodyne. Earhart button. That'll be useful eventually. Here's some more Montgomery Vector parts. Extra switches, buttons, etc. Some more Vector stuff. Another Kone switch. Little project box. DMG base. Like I said, I've got just a bunch of random stuff. Got a Series 1 button. Missing a lamp socket, though. This is a screen of some sort. Yeah. Screen of some sort. This is part of an impulse button, and I think it's broken. Yeah, this is part of an impulse button. It's really old. Computer fan. Computer fan. Computer fan. Dover base. Like I said, I'm just going through all this stuff. I'm gonna try to organize it a little bit more. The pencil's girly. I'll give it to you. It'll fit you well. Got a random button cap here. What is this? Is some really crappy thing I made a while ago. Got various motors. That is a fat motor. Lots of motors. More motors than I'd ever know what to do with. Like, I think I pulled these out of a, yeah, synchronous motor. I pulled these out of a microwave. Ooh, look at this. Brand new Vector button. Here's an old keypad for a garage door. Ooh, this can go in the random metal parts bin. Random metal parts. Oh, another motor. Right now we are right now seeing my, not ThyssenKrupp collection, we are currently seeing my crap collection here. Adams base. Another Adams base. Westinghouse lantern thing. Oh, another Vector button. This is a little gong for a bell. A random key switch. There's a ThyssenKrupp button right there. That's Andrew's button, though. What's this? This is from robotics. I don't want that anymore. Why is that even in there? More random metal parts for the random metal part bin. I'll take that apart later. There's this thing. If you guys saw the Electrodyne wiring button, Electrodyne video, it's one of my first elevator part videos I ever did. This is the power board on it. And it's really fat. It's humongous, but we're starting to get to the bottom here. This is from a fire alarm. This is a switch from fire alarm. Got some vintage wires. Innovation base. I've got tons of little wires. Here's a switch. Oh, what's this? What's this? Andrew, look what this is. It's the ugly fat button. Oh, yeah, look at all these little bitty wires down here. They've all sunk to the bottom, and I need these too. I need these little... That's kind of the reason why I pulled everything out. Because... Ooh, more Velcro. I've pulled everything out. Look at this. Look at this little guy. I don't remember what this is. 7-segment display. Some key. Another power inverter. I'm trying to get the crap out of here, but there's a pen. A perfectly good pen down there. Got a little breaker. Yeah. Look at all the little wires. Look at all the little wires. I'm going to pull all these out because I want these to be more readily accessible than just hiding at the bottom of my bin here. Because I'm always looking for small wires. Some of these I think just are too small to even use. Some of these aren't even worth salvaging. These can just be thrown away. Yeah, this is look at all this stuff. I mean, I guess this is kind of like a what I get for hoarding all this elevator stuff. But I mean, you know, with me doing the elevator part stuff that I do, all these everything helps. I mean, if I need a part, I've got parts to make things, you know, it's just every little bit helps. So I'm going to kind of stack the stuff that I won't be using as often very nicely, so it'll be nice and compacted in here. Adam's chime there. We're going to put all the motors right here. I have too many motors that I will probably never use. Shouldn't say that because you never know. Could use them for something, but as of now, I don't have any use for all these motors. Why do I have a garage keypad? Because I do. I'll ask myself the same question, and I have no idea. I think I got it from somewhere. I was like, I could maybe use this for something, and then I never used it for anything. That was probably my thought process. Because I pretty much just keep anything that I can. Some of the stuff I want to move somewhere else. I don't really want all of this to... I mean, I don't need this many of these metal rings. I don't think I'll need that many. Wait, who's burping? Someone's burping. There. What buttons were those? The arrow? Which arrow? The arrow button? This one here? That's Hot and L series. I've got a few extra contacts there for that. Oh. I thought you said burp if you're enjoying this. I mean, I always like cleaning out my crap. I have so much. I'm just going to stack all the elevator stuff on one side. And then I'm just going to... And And this really doesn't have to be that organized. I mean, it's just elevator stuff that I might use someday. And this is going to be the wire side. Actually, I should put something in the middle to, like, separate the two. It's too big. I need something... Yeah, if I could separate those two, that would be really nice. Like, just keep all of this stuff over here. I do not want to cut a piece of wood right now. I really do not feel like cutting a piece of wood. And I'm not going to. I'm not cutting a piece of wood right now. All right, there's all that. Now we need to go through the wires and see what all we can do with the wires. And I just also realized that this is really not... Nothing's going to... Uh-oh. That didn't work. The elevator stuff. Actually, I have another box. Hey. I could use this box to put all the stuff in. The real question is, will it all fit? That's the real question. Will it all fit? If it does all fit, I mean, we're going to make it work. But if it doesn't all fit, oh well. Because this could just be a nice little little box to just store elevator parts, just extra parts that I could use. And then whenever I get it out, whenever I need stuff, I just open this up and see what's inside. So we're going to try to stuff everything in here and hope it all fits. And it looks like it might. It really does. Like, just from this, I think I'm going to be able to get everything in here. There's that ugly stop button. I don't have to put all of it in here. I'll just put as much as I can. Because then I can just keep this box exclusively for, I can keep that exclusively for wires and stuff, and that'll just keep everything a lot cleaner. Here's a Kone 220 circuit board, which is, ooh, that's the worn down one. I don't even know why I have this thing. I think we're looking like it's... I'm thinking this is going to work. Got some vector buttons up here. Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the premiere. I mean, that's the whole point of it. I want you guys to, you know, come on, hang out, enjoy. That's the whole point of them. So, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I love how I'm just using an old tackle box to store this stuff. Yeah, I'll premiere the blooper video next week, because I know you guys like to watch those too. Those are always a lot of fun. The stream's not over. I'm still, I think all this stuff can stay in here though, because I mean, for the most part, we've got all the, now let's see if it closes. That's the real question. Look at that. That's gonna work. I like that. Okay. So I can just put some of this other stuff in here. Cool. So there's a nice little bin for all of the, just the random parts. So now we can use, oh, hang on. This is a gong for a bell. Put that in there. All right, cool. Now we can put all of the wires in here. this over here. We're making some good progress on the cleaning here. So many wires. So many wires. More wires than I know what to do with, which is a good thing, though. That's a good problem to have, especially when you're doing elevator parts. And that is a perfectly good problem. That is not a wire. That is like a zip tie or something. But yeah, having a lot of wires is not a bad thing. This can go in here. That looks so much better. And then, boom. And now we have all just the random parts have their nice little box. There we go. Oh, we missed a wire. And now I can use my wire dump. I just throw wires in that little opening there. Cool. And let's see. We're starting to run out. We're starting to get low on 9-volt battery clips. This thing was full of them when I got them, so I may want to order some more soon. There we go. Now the little workshop is a lot cleaner. A lot better now. That looks a whole lot better. We just got little random parts here. Got some new buttons up here. Just recently got a nice little set of various colored buttons. Still got a bunch of just relays and just small things here. But yeah, this is working out a lot better. And then these need to go into a bag for Andrew. And then that's another project. Cool. All right. Let's see, what's the time? Because I need to eat something probably pretty. Hey, Andrew, what's up? Cannot see what time it is. What is it, 8:15-ish? Yeah, it's about 8:15. I'll hang out for like maybe another 15, 20 minutes, and then I'm probably going to go eat something. Oh, 8:09? That clock's very ahead. But, meme review. Meme review, what? Yeah, so, this button here is probably going to be the next project I'm going to tackle. We'll go ahead and open it up and show it to you. I'll show you it. I'll show you the this thing is a beast, this panel. All right, this screwdriver might be too crappy. Nope, it's not. This CJ Anderson screwdriver has probably been like the best screwdriver I've had. I mean, it's so useful. And I never thought that this little thing would... I mean, Tom gave me 2 of these things, and I've used these probably more than any other screwdriver that I've owned. I mean, these things are great. So anyway, so this is a pane fixture. So we've got this like gigantic, huge plate. There's the in-use light, and you can see it lights up red. So when it does light up, it lights up red. There's the back of the button right there. And here we've got, I mean, that thing's a solid button. And then on the inside, we have like literally a completely other button. Like there's an actual button right here. And then there's a bulb right there. So if we take out these screws, whoops. So we take out these little screws here. They're not very big, but they're just enough to hold the button down. We can then pull out the button. And then down at the bottom, a porcelain lamp socket. I mean, look at that thing. That's super cool. Porcelain lamp socket with a little bulb. I should go see if I can find a low voltage one of these. I think this is a 120. Most likely a 120 volt bulb. It'd be nice to find a low voltage one we could hook it up, but I mean, that's pretty neat. And then here's the button. right here. I mean, it's literally like its own button, and you can see how it works right there. So it actually has two normally open contacts, which is quite awesome, actually. This is a pretty, I mean, this thing is solid. Like, this fixture is absolutely solid. This is a very old fixture, yeah. But yeah, that lays in there. And then there's the button, and then that presses down onto that. So this will probably be the next project I work on. Probably won't be the next elevator part video. I feel like the next one's going to be the Otis black button, or I'm not really sure. I haven't decided what I want to do yet, but there will be some elevator part video on Thursday as normal. So that'll be cool. I just got to edit the video still, which I'll probably do that Wednesday night like I always do. Yes, Easter is tomorrow. Why won't that work? Oh, it's not lined up. There we go. But yeah, so that's the inside of this very epic Pain fixture. So this will probably, like I said, this will probably be my next project I will personally work on. But yeah, man, that is just a solid button. I'll go ahead and show you guys some of the other buttons too. We've got ThyssenKrupp button here. And then this is interesting, inconspicuous riser, which is really weird. And then here's the back. So these ThyssenKrupp Aurora buttons these aren't ISIS buttons. These are Aurora fixtures, and they press very interestingly. So if you press them, like if you've ever pressed these, you know how they feel. I don't know. They just feel weird. Like if you press one side, they don't activate, but if you press over here, they do. And I will show you why. These are DMG, and I'll compare this DMG base to one you'd see on a MAD fixture. So this is going to be pretty difficult to get off. They're really annoying. You have to push them, you have to pull them apart like this, and then one side pops up, and then you have to press them the other way, and then it pops off, and then the other one comes off really easy, so the buttons have been taken off. So this is the ThyssenKrupp Aurora DMG base. And then if we get out the MAD DMG base, which is more of a clicky button right here. So they're similar. They're both DMG, but this one you see has two micro switches. And if you flip this one over, it has only one of those little tiny little buttons right there. So it has one button on one side. I mean, they're essentially the same thing, except this one has two little micro switches, which press very nicely. But this one just has one little button like that. So that is why ThyssenKrupp Aurora buttons have that very weird feeling to them when you press them, because it's just that little button. And then this one also has a plug, where this one has this. But what's cool, watch this, guys. So I can just snap this DMG base on right here, and look. This button it presses so much better. But then, if I stick this DMG base on, it goes back to that weird feeling that it always has. But yeah, pretty interesting. So go ahead and snap these back on. Just thought I'd show you. I'll show this for sure again in the video when I wire this, but just thought it was kind of interesting. Figured you guys would want to see that. But yeah, that's the ThyssenKrupp button. Inconspicuous riser, though. Definitely an interesting key switch. And then obviously we have Schindler R series, which I've already done videos over Schindler R series, so I mean, definitely pretty awesome though. Schindler, hey Jim Lee, how you doing? Got our button here. definitely a neat fixture. If you guys want to see more information about R series, check out my video I did. I did a detailed breakdown of all these R series buttons and kind of explain how they work. But yeah, we've got 3 different types that I still have to wire. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hop back. I'm gonna turn the light off. Show you some of the other buttons I've wired up for Andrew. But yeah, just wired this key switch. Yeah, Jim. Yeah, that kind of sucks that you won't be around. But oh well, it is what it is. Can't really control it. I mean, but that does kind of suck. But yeah, here's some of the other buttons that I've worked on for Andrew. I just recently did this button here. I did this yesterday. Restored this. It lights up. I don't have a battery in it right now. We've seen this one. I haven't actually posted the video on this thing yet. I made the video, but I haven't edited it yet, so this is something you guys will see work in the future. And it's, I'll give you a little preview actually of what this thing does. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I have not uploaded this video yet. This is really difficult to do with one hand. Okay. Yeah, they're all nasty because I've been working with elevator parts. But all right. We've got door open. Take the key switch out. The glow in the dark button, I put a UV light under it so it just goes nuts when you press it. And then the floor buttons. And if you press the alarm, the emergency light kicks on. Then if you put the key switch in, or if you turn the key, they all light up. The reason why I didn't make the alarm go red is because this is a glow-in-the-dark button. Ooh. Let me turn the light off. I'll show you. And UV light causes this thing to glow. So you can see when I press it, it lights up. And then when I let go, it stays glowing. Now, obviously, if this was in an actual elevator, and look at the little emergency light lights up the area pretty nicely. But obviously, if this was in an actual elevator, the lights would be on all the time, so it would glow naturally. Can't find the light switch. Found it. But since it's not in a lighted room all the time, it doesn't really light up. So I put a UV light behind it so it glows nice and bright. But this is another button that I recently did. Haven't done the video yet. Transporta. That one will be coming soon, hopefully sooner than later. You guys saw this button if you saw my video on this. I ended up getting the key for it too. So, ew, what's that on the key? The heck? Is there like something? I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like something on that key. I don't know what it is, but that's really weird. But yeah, I ended up getting the key for this. But yeah, so those are a few. Don't want to lose this key. Whoops. Oh, and this button here, this will be a future project. I want to get that port for, well, hang on first. Let me disconnect it. Let me disconnect it first. So I want to get that connector before I wire it because I don't want to damage this button. So this one will be a while still until I can get that connector. But yeah, that's that. That'll be a future video. But yeah, just a bunch of there's water in that cup. Ew. It's probably all like stale water. Here's my like really crappy bell board that doesn't work. Well, 2 of them work. I mean, I need to rebuild that thing. I kind of just taped it together. I just taped that thing together, basically. But the dinner bell works, so that's all that matters. But yeah. But yeah, that's oh, there's string on the floor. Why is there string on the floor? What was I using string for? Oh yeah, I just kind of fixed this little shelf up a little bit more. That's what I did last night. I remounted this shelf so it's not so terrible. So it's nice and solid now. There's the fire alarm. Someone wanted to see the fire alarm. And we got another fire alarm here. We can pull the fire alarm if you guys want. Let's pull the fire alarm. I'm going to take that glass out of it first. I don't want to scratch that. All right, we're going to pull the fire alarm. So here's my 3D printed key that opens it up. So to take the glass out, we pull this little pin, and then we can take this out because we don't want to break the glass. And then, okay, now the fire alarm is ready to go. So you would pull the alarm like this. Now in reality, it would break the glass, but that would set off the alarm. And then to reset it, you would use your key to open it up. And then you can close it up. I actually thought about making it where this would set off that, but that thing's really loud. And that's the last thing I would want is to like annoy everybody. But the way it works, so if you can see down there, the contact is made, and when you pull the alarm, it's broken, or does it make the contact? I can't remember if it makes it or if it breaks it. Let me see here. I think it breaks the contact. Let me reset it real quick. Probably should have actually paid more attention to it, but yeah. Oh yeah, the contact's made there. So it just breaks the contact. Yeah, it breaks it whenever you... Yep, when you pull it, it breaks the contact and the alarm goes off. Yeah, those things are loud, and so it runs with 24 volts. Really no plan on setting it up, but if you open the alarm up, there's the little button that breaks the contact. You can see right there. But yeah, that's the fire alarm. So let me go ahead and put the little piece of glass back in. If I can get it to open. There we go. There we go. So that's the fire alarm. There's the emergency phone. I think that'd be cool to wire up to an actual phone. You can press it and it calls like my friend. I could make it call Andrew. So you press the button and it calls Andrew, but I don't have, you know, obviously it's not actually hooked up to anything, but I think that'd be funny. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Probably gonna hop off here. I need to make something to eat. I'm pretty hungry. And just thought I'd hop on, hang out with you guys for a little while. If you haven't seen the trip report yet, be sure to hop over and check it out. Spent a lot of time on it. I worked really hard on it. So hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to plan out the next week for double videos. So every day at 5 o'clock Central Time, I'm going to have a different video going live. I'll make a post about it when the time comes, probably either tomorrow or something. But yeah. So thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Had fun hanging out with you guys.